Hello and welcome to Michael's Minty Music for today. Today the album is Save Me San Francisco by Train. Uh, Very good album. Here's the track listing. So there's two different versions and some additional tracks on YouTube. Um, and this is a very good album. I gotta say, this is like top one of the best albums of all time in my opinion. It's got a great track listing, and really, as you can see here, these are the songs I added to my playlist. I really think every song on the main album is good, unique, different, and interesting. The bonus tracks are not as heavy hitters, but that's to be expected pretty much. Um, there's a bunch of different versions of like some of the. I think there's two or three different versions of Hey Soul Sister that they add onto one of the deluxe editions. The alternate version of Parachute is pretty good. Both versions of Parachute are good. Obviously, Shake Up Christmas is okay, I guess. It's a Christmas song. Um, Half Moon Bay is probably the only real like banger off the Golden Gate Edition bonus tracks, but it's really the main 11 tracks that are, you know, heavy hitters. They're pretty much all good, right? Like you start with Save Me San Francisco, absolute banger of a song. Hey Soul Sister, pretty much in the same one. I Got You, probably the second best song on the album. Parachute's good. The Saying Goodbye is good. If It's Love is pretty good. A lot of you kind of get into a slow thing, and then you go to All You Already Know, which is one of might be the best song on the album. Words is kind of in the middle area. Breakfast in Bed is such a weird song. The fact that it's good is, it's super catchy, but it's so weird. I really have never heard anything like it. And of course, you end with Marry Me, the like, oh yeah, slow song. I believe there were three singles released. First one was Hey Soul Sister, If It's Love, and Marry Me. And, um, well, I mean, clearly, right? Those are the big hits. Hey Soul Sister is probably my favorite out of those three. Save Me San Francisco is pretty good too. That wasn't a single, but and then my favorite song has got to be it's real close. But you already know is probably my favorite. I Got You is really good as well. You already know and I Got You are probably my favorite. Like you've never heard of this song. You haven't heard this song before, but it's really good. Save Me San Francisco and His Little Sister are probably the good like, oh yeah, you've heard this before. It's a real banger. So in my ranking of all Train albums, Save Me San Francisco comes in first. This is definitely their best album. Um, and after this, they pretty much all of their albums after this are pretty good. They don't really decrease in quality since then. And out of all of the albums I've listened to in 2009, it is my favorite one, definitely. Um, of course, the only other album I've listened to from 2009 is If on a Winter's Night by Sting, which I will be fair is not a really a great album. I mean, it's like a Christmas album, but it's got like funky. It's more like traditional Christmas music than like pop. So it's not really great. But yeah, I mean, Save Me San Francisco. If I was to tell people albums they should listen to, just in general, no matter who they are, Save Me San Francisco would definitely be one of them because it is just a solid, like, good album overall. I mean, you really cannot go wrong with it. It is one of the sort of best albums ever, in my opinion. So next up, probably will be coming out on Sunday. Will be the Next One Republic album, Waking Up, which also came out in 2009, but I haven't heard it yet. So we will be asking the question whether it is better than Save Me San Francisco. I really like Save Me San Francisco, so I don't think it will be better, but you never know. Obviously, there are some absolute banger albums out there, and we will just have to see whether Waking Up can maybe give Save Me San Francisco a little bit of run for its money? Well, we'll find out on Sunday.